Hi you guys, welcome to our live today. Today I'm going to be challenging your idea on learning bigger chords to help you play better and exactly the problems that may come with that. So thank you for joining today. The topic I'm going to be talking about specifically is why fancy chords won't make you a better piano player. Now, I got a lot of response when I announced I was doing this class today, and a lot of people said, I don't believe it. So I'm going to show you why I think this is true. Now, most people think that learning fancier chords will make them a better piano player, but I'm going to show you the reasons why it won't and what you should be focusing on instead. And the three ideas that I'm going to bring to you today have been proven. They are actual things that I work with women specifically and playing the piano on a weekly basis. And these are issues that we run into every week. So this isn't just something that just popped in my head. These are actual problems that I'm seeing that are common among a lot of piano players. So I had someone message me last week and they were asking about, they were telling me how they played, kind of giving me a description of their playing ability, and they said, well, I want to learn 13 chords. And so it just reminded me of this topic right here and that I needed to do this class. So the reasons that fancy chords are not going to make you a better piano player is because they won't help your songs flow better. So just popping a fancy chord into a song isn't going to make your song sound flowy and beautiful and melodic. It's just going to sound like you popped a chord in there. So if you were doing a song like Not Afraid, song is what I'm playing. So if you just play the chords, it's not going to make your playing flow. Like this. Playing the bridge and you wanted to pop a minor 11 chord in there. That chord is not going to make the song flow. So if your songs don't already flow, learning a fancy chord is just going to be kind of, I'm going to say kind of pointless until you learn to flow your songs. So, if the song flowed, before me, always beside me, and you want to pop that minor 11, it's going to sound better. That makes sense. Like just using one chord to make a song sound better is probably not going to cut it. The second thing is it's not going to help your rhythm. So if you have rhythm issues already and you're playing before me, behind me, always beside me, no shadow would not, I am not afraid. Before me, behind me, always beside me, no shadow. Anybody cringing? Where you won't find me, no, I am not afraid. rhythm sound better if you pop that minor 11 chord in there. Okay? So rhythm is such an important part of playing the piano. In fact, I will go as far as to say if you don't have good rhythm, it's going to really put a damper on your playing. So if you want to work on one area, I would really, really encourage you to work on rhythm. Find a drum loop or metronome you can practice with. Because a lot of what makes a song sound beautiful is the fact that somebody's playing in rhythm. Before me. And they're playing the right notes. The last tip I have for you is a fancy chord is not going to make up for your lack of using a sustain pedal properly. And I know this sounds silly. Don't cut me off. I know this sounds like a silly thing to say, but I come in contact with a lot of people who play the piano, and I hear a lot of overlapping from one chord to the next, like this. Raise your hand or leave me a comment below if you heard that. If your ear could hear that overlap, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to play it again. Can you even tell that I never lifted my sustain pedal up? Lots of notes, yes, a lot of notes that are just like, what are we going to call it, mushing together. And it sounds really messy. So the difference would be a lot cleaner, right? But another issue that I see in musicians is, yes, Nathan could hear it too. Okay, so they'll play one chord and they'll play the next chord. With those two, they have kind of the same notes in them, so you're not gonna be able to tell with that one, that progression. But watch this one. Did you hear that at the beginning? So a lot of times they'll go ahead and switch to the next chord, but their timing on the sustain pedal is late. And so you still hear that, the muddiness before I lift my sustain pedal and clear it up. And that should never happen when you're playing. Your transition from chord to chord should be completely clean because you're lifting up your sustain pedal as you're playing the next, okay, my battery. You're lifting up your sustain pedal as you're playing the next chord. And so with your ear, you can hear there's no muddiness. So the muddiness would sound like this. Clears up, watch. And then it clears up. Okay? That should not ever happen. It should sound like this. Okay? So if you did not hear the difference in those, I would challenge you to sit down at your piano and try to start training your ear to hear those things, because being able to hear that muddiness is going to be a huge step in the right direction for you playing, because it's really going to clean up your playing. And I'm telling you, these tips make a difference. There are a lot of songs I do not play fancy chords in. There are a lot of services I'm not playing 13s. Some I do, but there are a lot of services I'm not playing all these big super fancy chords. I am just playing in rhythm. I am just using my sustain pedal well. And I'm learning how to make my songs flow so they sound fuller. All right? So I hope this has challenged the way that you think about learning fancy chords and also giving you some tips on where you actually need to be working in your playing and what you need to be working on. So if you're just joining us, go ahead and save this video to your Facebook page, and you can rewatch it later. I will be posting it on Instagram in about a week or so you can rewatch if you would like. But thank you guys for joining me today. And if nobody's told you, no, I believe in you. That's why I keep showing up, okay? Who keeps showing up for you every week to try to help you and give you tips? It's me, because I believe in you. I hear your guys' stories. I get messages from you all the time, and you guys are desiring to get better. You want to be incredible musicians, and you're putting the work in, and that's exactly what it takes. So I'm so proud of you, and I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.